You are welcome to another session on dreams and dreams interpretation. Wherever you are welcome. This is the Bethesda YouTube channel. You will not find it on Facebook. We will only be posting on YouTube. So if you want to be following up with the dreams and dreams interpretation, please like, press the button, and let's understand the dreams. Like I said in the first session, God does speak, which is Job chapter 33, verse 14 to 15. God does speak in one way or another. And Acts chapter 2, verse 17 says, I will pour out my spirit. Then it goes down to say, your old men shall dream dreams. And in Numbers chapter 12, he says, if a prophet be among you, I speak to him through dreams and riddles. Okay, I'm paraphrasing using my own construction of information. Now, child of God, wherever you are, my continuity today is on stones and mountains. If you dream a stone, whichever format of a stone you dream, it sometimes can be symbolic of your name. It can symbolize your name. Like in Revelation chapter 2, the scripture says, he who overcomes, I will give him a white stone with their name written on it. So it sometimes can be symbolic of your name and the character of your name, because stones also represent the character of a person. If you dream of a stone, as I continue, in another place, it may be symbolic of human beings. Like in 1 Peter chapter 2, Peter says, you as living stones are being built into a spiritual house. So it can be human beings. Again, like I said last time, it will depend on the context of the dream to be able to interpret and understand it. Remember this one thing. I'll keep echoing this statement so that as you listen to all the dreams and the dreams interpretation, you will continue to remember that dreams are God's speech. They can come from your mind, but they are God's speech, and dreams do not come from the devil. Whoever told you they come from the devil, they were reading Jeremiah chapter 23, which I said, check carefully. It speaks of their own minds, nothing else. All right, so when you dream a stone, it can speak of sometimes warfare. Like David picked the 5 stones and he threw one at Goliath. So it can speak of warfare. So stones are a symbol of that. And the stones, like I said, can speak of human beings. Just to summarize the first part, human beings, it can speak of your name. Let's continue. What about when you dream a mountain? A mountain, what does it mean? When you dream a mountain, it sometimes can speak of a place of worship. It can speak of something that you are exercising your faith on. Like Jesus said, if you say to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, it's an exercise of your authority, an exercise of the obedience that things give or react to you. The obedience things give to you. How the environment is obeying you. So the mountain can be a place of worship. It can be a place, I want you to hear, like it says, you have come to Mount Zion, the heavenly Jerusalem. There's the only mountain that I'm going to read the scripture for you, or the mountains, is in Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 6. I want you to hear what the scripture says. Zechariah chapter 6, verse 1. The scripture says, I looked up again, and there before me were 4 chariots, should I say, coming out from between 2 mountains of bronze. They are mountains of bronze. You remember when Moses lifted up the snake, he lifted up this bronze snake. So the color of the mountain also matters. Like I said, when you look at the chariots, they are chariots of warfare. These are chariots of warfare. So they are going out to fight. The 4 horses are going out to fight. And it says, these 4 horses are coming from before God, should I say, from before the presence of God. So there can be mountain of warfare. It can be a mountain of declaring blessings and curses. Remember, maybe let me even read also this one. In Deuteronomy, it can be a place of blessing and a place of cursing, of which in the New Testament we've been redeemed from the curse of the law. So we'll only remain with a mountain of blessing. So Deuteronomy, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. The scripture says in verse 12, when you have crossed the Jordan, The tribes shall stand on Mount Gerizim to bless the people. Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin. So you see, the others, verse 13 says, and these tribes shall stand on Mount Ebal to pronounce curses. Why was God wanting them to stand on the mountain? It's because they are places of pronunciations where things can be said. That's why when you dream a mountain, be careful. Check out if there is anything. There are people who have told me, I dreamt I was climbing a mountain. I was going up with struggles. And they have told themselves, I'm overcoming things. I don't know where we got those things. Jesus has never asked us to climb mountains, except when he told Moses to come up the mountain to come and get the 10 commandments and the blessing and the curses. If you dream that you are going on a mountain and you are struggling, then there are words that are being pronounced against your life. You have to be careful. Some people are saying things that will retrogress your progression. They are slowing down your progress. So you have to ask God, who is saying things? Who is speaking things? May I understand where the words are coming from? On a mountain, that is where blood speaks. Most of the people do not know. On a mountain, blood speaks. Every blood that is shed goes to a mountain. What is the value of a mountain? The mountain also can even be a production of a place of wealth for you. Okay, so let's go to Hebrews chapter 12. I show you the one I quoted. You've come to Mount Zion. It's on the mountain where the blood speaks. Hebrews chapter 12. I want you to hear what the scripture says. Verse 22 to 24. But you have come to Mount Zion, to the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem. You have come to thousands upon thousands of angels in a joyful assembly, to the church of the firstborn. So the mountain is called the church of the firstborn, whose names are written in heaven. You have come to God, the judge of all, to the spirits of the righteous made perfect. Verse 24, to Jesus, the mediator of a new covenant, and to, listen to that, and to the sprinkled blood that speaks a better word than the blood of Abel. So you've come to the place of speech. So a mountain is a place of speech. So even if you read what happened to the children of Israel in the wilderness, God was speaking from the mountain. So a mountain can be a place of speech. It could be something is speaking against you, and that's why you are struggling. Therefore, start to ask God, what is being said? Who is saying what? Where are they? If possible, God will show you. I know the child of God cannot be overcome by these things because you have the victory, which is faith. But at the same time, you need to understand that you are in this life where you are fighting certain things. Therefore, understand what you're looking at. So today, I was looking at dreaming stones, seeing stones, and at the same time, a mountain. Wherever you are, please join in, like the page. Let's continue to understand the interpretation of dreams and the understanding of things.